Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki from Abbey Meadow Crafts. I'm back in the craft shed again this afternoon for another video. I haven't filmed for quite a while now, been really quite busy, and I've had tonsillitis, which kind of took me out from filming for about a week. So definitely got my voice back now. And today I'm here to show you my birthday haul from the middle of November, and I've also got some Black Friday deals, mainly from Amazon and TK Maxx, to show you as well. So first thing I'm going to show is actually not technically from and it's not technically a purchase, it was a freebie. And it's from the Facebook group I've joined, that is for RJ Hampson, and he very kindly put an advent calendar for the whole of December on there, and it's really lovely because it's got little tiny little images that is very manageable to fill out for the month of December. So I'm definitely going to do that. So that was my first thing that's not kind of haul related. And I haven't got specific Christmas books, because I am obviously I didn't, because I've only started from April time 2025. I didn't do any Christmas colouring last year, hadn't quite discovered it yet. So I've got a couple of Christmas specific books, but I didn't want to go too much on that, because I wanted to use Christmas related pages in the books that I've already got, and if I can get round to a December plans video, then I'll show them via there. If not, they'll be in the video I do for December completed pages, because December is, as you know, an extremely busy month. It's busy at work, it's busy at home, there's lots to get done. So this is from Amazon. It's by Christina Baskinvensky. I probably haven't said that right, I'm really bad at pronouncing. So it's a specific advent calendar. It's a kawaii Christmas colouring book. I had a look at lots of different advent related Christmas books. Usually I'll search on Amazon, and I really did like this one because it's got the advent colouring pages, but it's also got some bonus pages as well. And I can even I could even it's kind of like for any age really, because I could even use these at work for children. It's quite good. It's nice and simple. I didn't want anything that was too complicated, because I am going to aim to do one a day for December for the advent countdown, and I didn't want to make it where I was getting stressed out and struggling to complete each day. So it's going to be mostly alcohol markers, very minimal shading and highlights. I'm just going to keep it simple, but I think when it's coloured it's going to look really good, and that'll also go to be my, like, one of my first actual completed colouring books, because I've only done the kind of tutorial books completed before, the pattern tutorial books. So I thought it'd be quite nice to do a specific advent, but it's really quite cute, and absolutely love that one. And very nice, very simple. Can kind of do patterns, can fill it out a bit more, but yeah, I love that one too. It's really lovely, and that one's very cute. They're all very cute in here, and love snow globes, so I wanted to that in there. So, and there we get to the 24th, and there's Christmas Day. Fantastic. And then here are the bonus pages. So we've just got nice bits, a bit more detailed, some of them, a bit more detailed images, in the back. But yeah, I might sort these out maybe for my children to have a go at. Like I said, as I work with young children, they might like to have a go at some of these, because it's kind of like for any age really. You can kind of colour it to your own stage that you're at. Yeah, it's really lovely. And these obviously don't have the numbers because they're the bonus pages at the back, but I thought it was quite nice to have some nice bonus pages in there. And there we go. So that's my specific advent, and I will be putting on most likely Instagram, maybe some YouTube shorts to show the countdown when I do each page per day. And this is my other Christmas specific colouring book that I got. I found it in W.H. Smith's. It was on the buy one get one half price offer, and I couldn't resist it. I'd seen it on a few of the other colouring channels, and when I flipped through it in the shop, I really did quite like it, and I've selected some pages that I'd like to colour in already. But I mean, I won't flip through this because there are a lot of other channels that have kindly shown this, but I'll show what I hope to get done, because I've never coloured in a mandala or mandala. I'm not too sure on how it specifically is pronounced, and I thought that reminded me a bit. And I love the gingerbread men. I actually went to a local pottery place yesterday, and I chose a gingerbread man little statue to paint in, and then in 2 weeks time we go and collect. So that's kind of really loving that kind of thing at the minute for Christmas. And then of course absolutely love snow globes, so that one's included as well. Very, very lovely images in here, and got the reindeers with the sleigh at the back there. So I'm hoping to get those 3 done in the month of December. Maybe more, but I mean the time is going to be way more limited than what I normally have, and I didn't get that many done for the month of November, so I'm not having too many high hopes out for December, because it's going to be even busier. So that's Cute and Cozy Christmas by Harry Alexander. And this, I was desperate for this. I was desperate for getting this book, so it was so good that it was in my, I chose it in my birthday haul because it was on my wish list. And it's Winter Wonder by R.J. Hampson. Again, I won't flip through this one because there is a fantastic flip through actually on R.J. Hampson's specific YouTube channel, and lots of pages have actually flipped through this one. If I want to see a specific flip through of a book that I haven't seen inside of, I usually just put it into the search bar in YouTube, and it'll come up with so many. So that's usually how I search for books if I haven't seen a flip through. And this page, Hurry Up Santa, is the one that I really want to get done. Really do love this page, so I want to be able to get that one done. I mean, if not more, because with it being Winter Wonder, it's not going to be specific for December. I can carry on in January, even into February for this book. So even though there are specific kind of Christmassy pages, it's also a very seasonal for winter book. So that's Winter Wonder by R.J. Hampson, and I've got the softback version, which has the duplicates with a difference, which is my preference. I know there's little bits of discussion on the paper quality, but I do like, you know, looking for the differences. I'm quite it's like, it reminds me of what I used to do, spot the difference when I was a child. So it's really nice to colour something that's a bit different to the item before, the page before. So that's that one. And then I'd seen that this was in my wish list on Amazon. I've never coloured in a Creative Haven book. I've seen lots of them on other channels. I've seen people colouring like the gnome ones for autumn, and I thought it's me really, and I haven't got anything like this yet. So it's by Hannah Koningski. I'm not too sure if that's the correct pronunciation. Can't even say that pronunciation. I'm not too great with it, so I do apologise. I've not seen this flip through on any other channel, so I will just have a quick flip through on here. It was published in 2025, so it is fairly new, I think, and it has got the perforations, so if you do wish to take them out after, you can do. So yeah, it's all quite how do I describe this? It's creepy, and it says it's ornate yet creepy, pretty yet exactly pretty creepy. But yeah, florals, moths, insects, kind of like skulls and daggers and things and like that, and quite magical. So I haven't got a specific book like this. It would have been quite good for the time of Halloween, but obviously I've still got it now so that I can use it for next Halloween. And I do love this kind of these potion bottle types. Coloured some of these before in other books, potion bottles and mushrooms. They're nice and bold. There's a variety of more detailed and not so detailed. Yeah, that one's more of a bolder image, but you can add your own background in, which is really good. I really like this one. That is really pretty. And I can practice with my metallics on there. And I've noticed you've got some bolder line work, and then you've got some more sort of lighter line work, which is quite nice. I do like that one. It's very much like a picture I probably would have it on the wall. Yeah, again, can do amazing background there. And yeah, we've got more florals. Again, that's where I can see that there's a grey bit of line work, and then there's the darker line black line work. So I noticed that when I first looked at it. Yeah, it's not too big, which is good, so it's quite a manageable one. I like that one. There we go. And we've got some sort of the more wallpapery, repeating images, pages. And I again like that one because you've got lots of little, you don't have to do it all at once. You could take different images that's smaller, one at a time. I really like that one as well. More potions. Loving the jars and the Venus flytrap and the crystals. Again, something else I really love to colour. Lovely moth there. Another wallpaper image. That one is quite pretty. I do like that one. And then we've got an actual coloured version at the back, which is quite nice to see. I don't know if there was one at the front as well. Oh, there was one at the front as well. So yeah, really nice. I just really like that, and it was reduced quite a lot, so that's why I decided it was time to get it. And I have been admiring this artist's work for quite so it's Melpanini Chatsapeni Yotu. I am terrible. I hear other channels such as a pictured perfect well, yeah, other channels, and I admire their pronunciation because I have struggled with this one. So I gave it a go, but it's Dream Voyage, a fantasy colouring journey. Now, I know this illustrator and this artist I do follow on YouTube, and I just absolutely admire their work. Amazing. And I did hear, it must have been while I was watching another channel, that this particular book happens to be the artist's most complicated, but I just thought it can be a challenge because I'm gradually building up from coming from the cute and cozy books to getting into Lulu Mayo to then going into Kirby books and the more detailed books, and then this is probably more detailed than I've ever done before, but I wanted to just give myself a challenge because I just think it is so beautiful and I really admire their artwork. So again, I won't do a complete flip through because lots of channels have covered this book already, and it was, I don't remember when it was. It is a 2025, but I have seen other flip throughs on channels, so I won't go through again, and I've got quite a lot of things to get through today. Trying to not make this video too long. But I chose this one for December because it's got it's got penguin, it's got penguins, it's got polar bear. I'm going to do it in a polar region kind of colour scheme with the blues and the whites and the greys and the metallics. So yeah, I thought it was an image that is not as complicated as some of the others in this book. So I thought I'd start with that one. And again, if I don't get to it in December, I can get to it in January because it is kind of a winter themed page rather than specific for Christmas.
Harry Potter.
And I've got 2 more books, and then I've got some more supply related items. So I'm just going to move that one over there. This one actually arrived via Royal Mail and I have Royal Mail to deliver on a Sunday. So that was quite interesting. But it's a vintage purchase. I have discovered via some other channels, some amazing channels, and hopefully I will remember them, and then I will be able to put them in the description below. Because I discovered the Faber-Castell black edition pencils, so I have got some of those. I've already started using them on some of the pages that I've got as whips that are, you'll see in another one of my videos for November completed pages. But I've been working on using the black edition pastels and some of the neons, and then I suddenly thought I'd seen it somewhere. Oh yeah, I saw it on Art Journey's channel. Really love following that channel for getting ideas on reviews. I think it's Art Journey or My Art Journey. I think it's Art Journey. So I will put the link for that in the description for her channel, because I do follow that one and listen to a lot, like the haul videos. I do really love. I like discovering what other people have found, and I wasn't specifically going in or specifically going into a certain shop for the book, but I just happened to pick it up, and I'll show that one in a minute. And I follow Art Journey for alcohol marker reviews, because that's such a good insight into the cost of them, and if they're effective, if they dry out, if they blend well, all of that kind of thing. So it's really useful to know. So I've got Nebulous Stars, and this one, blimey, it was only about £4 on Vinted, and it came with the pens. I had seen some of this book and it didn't come with the pens, and I haven't done anything with these pens yet. I haven't tested them or anything, but I have got a bit of paper I could try them out. Just have a little look at what they're like, because I think this book is quite old. I think it's 2016, so if these pens have been used, they might not know. I don't yeah, I don't think I'm going to get much out of them, because obviously this set has been used previously. It's a pre-loved item, although they could have just dried out, because I can't see any completed pages. And yeah, they are ballpoint pens, but they're not really the ones that I would specifically use. So they'll probably just be put to one side, or I'll let my 11-year-old try them out. She might be able to get them warmed up and used if I can't. But yeah, it's the book that I'm interested in. I was searching for specific books with black pages, black pages for colouring, and I found this one. This came up. It gives you some tips for, you can colour inside the lines if you want to. You can trace over the lines using gel pens. So I could use my my Langua gel pens. Or it says you can use regular coloured pencils first, then add details on the top with gel pens. But of course, with the Faber-Castell Black edition, I'm just going to go over the top. I'm going to do some line work and on some pages to make it stand out like this, and then on other pages I will go in the middle. Very, very thin paper, but I am just going to use the pencils. There is so much in here. I think it will take me an age to flip through, but I'll just show some examples, because I don't think I've ever seen a flip through of this one anywhere else. Not that I haven't really searched, but we've got some slogans, we've got some sea related, so hermit crab. Yeah, very thin, but I won't be using alcohol markers on this. Yeah, just Langua gel pens, and it's mainly for testing and trying out my Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils. But it could look really effective. I think you've got the girl unicorn, got some cats. Just do a little bit of I'm not going to flip through all of it, because yeah, mandala, can't remember, I'm not sure exactly how to say that. It's another one of the things that I struggle with. So yeah, waves, that's going to be a good one. Seahorse is going to be a good one. Another girl, slogans, there's a bit of everything really, so it's going to be nice to try out. It's just something different that I've never actually done before. Yeah, you can really do some nice pattern work with that one, because it's left it free for you to experiment and try out. Yeah, more detailed. That's going to be quite effective when it's finished with the line work. This is saying 2017, so yeah, I can see why those pens have dried out. I don't think it's been used, because it's not been coloured in. So yeah, it was just a very good bargain purchase. So yeah, I'll just go through that again. There's a website, Nebulous Stars. I never actually heard of it. nebulousstars.com. Yeah, never heard of it. I don't know if it's like character thing. It does look to me to be in a different language. That says 2018 on there, so yeah. It does look like their characters, so I'm not too sure. If anybody knows, then you can always tell me in the... Looks like it's in, possibly, I think it's French it's in. So yeah, it certainly looks like it. So if anybody knows if it's a specific character or from a program or something, just drop me a note in the comments, and that'll be good to know. And then this is the book that I was saying that I'd seen on Art Journey's channel. And at the time when I watched her video, I wasn't looking for a specific black paged colouring book. And then I just happened to go into the works, and it was there. And I was like, oh, now I'm really going to need that, hopefully, because I can try out the... I got them on a Black Friday purchase deal, the Faber-Castell Black editions. So I'm like, I do need this now, actually. So that's going to be good. So I'll just do... she did a flip through on Art Journey's channel. It's by Sparkpool. It's really thick, actually, so really thick paper as in comparison to the last one. So Sparkpool is the publisher. Says an imprint of Igloo Books Limited, 2025, Igloo Books, illustrated by Amanda Hillier. So it is, yeah, I like this specific illustrator, because I'm not a fan of the old, yeah, unmentionable. It does say some images of stock images, which is better than AI. Really not a fan of AI. It's double-sided, and these are all underwater worlds. It's called Midnight Colouring. So there are some images that are quite similar. Wow, they're more detailed than the last book. So I think I'll use the last book as my testing, and then I'll do specific pages in here, because these are more detailed. And again, I think you can just stick to the lines to make them stand out, or you could go in the middle as well. That's always good. More detailed and more simple pages. It's nice to have a mix. That one's going to take a very long time with the turtles like that. Stingray. Yeah, some really, I do like underwater themes. But yeah, it's something that's just really different from anything else I've got. Very smooth. I think, yeah, hopefully the pencils will take to this, because I think these books are designed for gel pens. And I have got some in the rest of, when I show my supplies, I have got some specifically fluorescent media, so could try anything like that on here and just experiment. Again, though, those whales are going to take a long time. I like that one. I do like that one with the starfish. I think that's, they can do so much with that, with the different colours. And you haven't got to worry about a background, which I was really nervous about backgrounds, and I have been practicing, which you will see in my November completed pages video. I have been practicing more backgrounds, because I just thought I'd just throw myself in there and just have a go. That's all I could do. So obviously in here, don't need to worry about a background unless you colour a specific background on there. But I mean, it's nice just to see the bright colours pop through from the black, really, with this kind of book. The jellyfish, really good, like that. Yeah, it's just it's really big. I think it's bigger than A4, slightly bigger than A4. I've got an A4 piece of paper here. Yeah, just slightly bigger than A4. So yeah, it is quite a big book. Yeah, love the octopus. Those are going to take ages. Yeah, wow. Yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots of detail. But quite like those turtles. That's a nice one. It's kind of like a reminds me of kind of like a Joanna Basford type. I've seen her do like the middle image on a page, like that kind of flows like almost like a border image on a page. So that's I quite like that one. And just got a couple more at the end there. Lots and lots of detailed fish. Lots more detailed fish on the back. But yeah, I really want to get started in that. Didn't originally have it on my December plans, but obviously it's not Christmas related, but really want to try and experiment with that. And now we're going to move on to the more specific supplies. So I have got quite a few, and we're running at 30 minutes, but yeah, I kind of expected this to be a bit of a longer video. So we'll start. So I like to get supplies from TK Maxx. I think it's called something different in America, but here in the UK it's called TK Maxx, and they offer brand named products at reasonable prices. So it's almost like past season, I think that's how you describe it. Past seasoned items that they sell at a discount. And this I had to get because I saw it on their website, and I didn't expect to find it when I went in the shop, because sometimes when you see it on the website it's not always in the physical shop. But as a Harry Potter fan, I saw this and thought, wow, I'm gonna give it a go. I've never tried these pens before. This is going to be interesting. So it comes in a box. It was actually it was meant to be $14.99, and it actually reduced to $4.99, which I thought was quite a good deal. And we've got the little set includes, I think this is like a how-to. Can we get in this? Let me just check. I maybe get it in a bit better like that. Yeah, I do apologise, there's things on the side, but my desk is limited because I have to have my printer here, because very limited for space in the crafting shed. I do have to have a massive sort out in the beginning of 2026. Like in January I will be having a massive clear out, because as the weather gets warmer again, spring going into summer, I will be trying to colour more from here. I do in the house at the moment because it's just so cold, and it's only a tiny little heater I have out here, so I tend to do it in the comfort coziness of the house. So we've got like how to fan art like a pro. So it's got all the tips here, and it's got tutorials if you do scan the code. And then you've got some nice card images, which very good thickness, like actual card. So these are Harry Potter specific card images. Whoops, it's gone on here, a bit muddled up there. Oh, we have that could be a very good swatch sheet actually. It's just a plain swatch sheet there, I think. Well, it's not actually a specific swatch sheet, it's just a plain piece of card. So they are A5. Scenes, oh, there's my favourite. There is my favourite Cornish Pisky, which I absolutely love, which I still haven't got around to colouring in the Fabiana Antonazio Magical Creatures book, but that's more manageable because it's just one, and I probably will get that done. Being a fan, I should remember, I was talking about these creatures yesterday, the mer people. I can't think now if they have a specific name. It's been so long since I watched the film, so yeah. But yeah, really, wow. Not got these in any other Harry Potter colouring specific books. There we go, there's the octopus one. I'm sure it's got sure it'll have a specific name. It's just completely gone out of my head. So in the other Harry Potter colouring books I have, which I haven't shown, but they are extremely detailed, don't have these creatures in. That, I believe, is the basilisk, but I may be wrong, but it certainly looks like it to me. And oh, there's, yeah, I'd be very brave to colour that one. Sorry. Yeah, Aragog, lovely. Which I'm not a fan of spiders, but yeah. My eldest daughter might colour that one for me. Yeah, but we've got these Spectrum Noir brush pens. Never use these. They look very interesting. I don't think I would make a habit of using these on a full-time basis, not like my Ohuhus or my Chenrui alcohol markers or my Copics, because they are massive. But I think also with that might hurt. I like the round barrels, so yeah, that's interesting. So it's just, I mean, yeah, I mean, I've got them, I can try them. I like to try different brands of markers. They're called the Tricolour. So this is very interesting. I've never seen anything like this before, because it goes like this. That's nice. That is quite a nice brush. And then like this. So that's a darker grey. And then we go like this. Blue grey 2, blue grey 5, and ice grey 10. Wow. 3 markers in one. Didn't know that. Wow, that's, yeah, really, really cool actually. I like that. But yeah, I don't think I'd take it off like that. But I mean, it's quite, it reminds me of the training pens that I use at work for teaching very young children how to hold their pen and their pencil. So, yeah, but I don't know if I'd like it like all the time, but I can try it, because with these cards I will probably try these to use, because I'd like to try them on there. But I mean, I may switch to other alcohol markers, I may use pencils. It's just like, you can do whatever you like with your supplies once you've got them. So we have chartreuse plus moonlight plus pistachio. I like this one. I'm a massive fan of greens. I'm just checking that we can see this on the screen. So we've got there, that must be chartreuse, which I don't even know if that's how you correctly say it. This is moonlight, so that's more of a yellowy, and pistachio. Oh, love that colour. It's one of my favourite colours. Do make a nice satisfying squeak with the pen. I'm so strange. I do quite like that, because it reminds me of Copics. We have cyan, cerulean. I have some new pencils. I have some polychromos, Faber-Castell polychromos. I went to get some open stock yesterday from our local art shop with a voucher I'd had from my my partner's parents for my birthday, which was so lovely of them. But I got cerulean green, and I've got cerulean blue, but is it cerulean? Cerulean, I'm not too sure. Again, yeah, I'm terrible. So we've got cobalt. Yeah, I think that's those are almost identical. Wow, but these pens are really unusual. I've heard of that's nice. I've heard of Spectrum Noir before, but never heard of Tricolour, which is very interesting. But again, I would not be colouring it like this. That would be like, no way, no chance. We've got old rose, antique pink, and gold. These are quite nice. I do quite like them. Just making sure that's in the screenshot there. That's it. So these are obviously all the colours they think they have given you to go with the specific cards. But again, I might add in some more. I do like that. That's really nice. What's that? Oh wow, gold. Lovely. Like that. That's a very Gryffindor gold colour, that one. Brilliant. And that is a very much yeah, Hufflepuff there. So that's my house. Yeah, so they're really interesting. I don't know how. I think I'm going to store them in the box. They won't fit in any of my kind of, I don't know if they might fit. They have the numbers CE2. When I swatch them in my specific swatch book, which is the job that I'm going to do after I finish filming, I will put all of the codes on CE4. But I'm not sure about the whole Spectrum Noir, kind of how many that there are in the range, how many there are. Yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure, but that was just an interesting set. And I believe they did a Batman set and they did a Marvel set, but when I saw the Harry Potter one, I thought that I've got to get that one. So yeah, so that was a very interesting find. So that will be good to experiment with. But again, I'd like to try the, I was looking at some more alcohol markers yesterday in the art shop I went into, and they are Winsor & Newton Pro markers. But they only had the very thin, like they were quite a small brush. I don't think it was even a brush, it was a bullet point marker, and then a chisel. And so I thought, no, I'm not really, because I've got lots of fine pens now. I need, yeah. So I like to try the alcohol markers that have got the brush. So I don't know. I think there are some that have a brush tip. So I just like to try a couple. I don't need the whole set just yet. But yeah. So here I have the Derwent. I haven't put any batteries in it just yet. But the battery powered eraser. Seen lots of people using these and on the different channels, and I really wanted it because I've started using pastel pencil crayons, the Stabilo ones, which I'll show a page in my completed November pages video where I have used them for the first time and I absolutely loved them. But I've noticed that people do use these erasers if they go over with their pastels a bit too much into an image. So if they're doing the background and they go over into the image a bit too much, they use this to erase the pastel. So I thought, well, that's going to be helpful for that. And it was a Black Friday deal item. Where to next? I'm going to save my most exciting purchase till last, which you can actually see on the side here, but I've been so excited about that. My main birthday purchase. Very lucky to have some birthday spending money, because most people know that I like this hobby, but they wouldn't know specifically what to get, and not many people know how to use an Amazon wish list. Like for example, my parents wouldn't have a clue, bless them. But these I've had in my wish list for quite a while. They were reduced, oh wow, to about, I think they were £5, so I couldn't resist when it was Black Friday deal again. And they are Faber-Castell, which is Faber-Castell and Derwent, I think, have to be my favourite pencil brands. But then I do love my I do love my Prismacolors. This is the thing. I think that's the top three anyway. So these are the specific pastels. They're just so girly and I love them. They're very me. A triangle barrel, which is like my the black pencils, the black ones that I've just got, that by Faber-Castell as well, that they have a triangular barrel, which is it's been interesting for me to get used to, but I'm getting used to it. But these ones, apparently they have a shimmer in them because they're like designed with the glitter on, but they don't have Black Edition. That's the word I'm looking for. They're like the shape of the Black Edition pencils. They don't have the number on, but when I swatch them, at least I've got them in the swatch book, which is what I'm going to do, but I can't see a shimmer or a glitter in it, which is very interesting. But they are very nice pastels, if anything else. But yeah, when I read about them, it said that they had, doesn't have any information. It doesn't have either the little booklet that you get with the artist grade Faber-Castell pencils. You get an information booklet and it tells you all about them, but I wonder if we get it in the darker colour here. Interesting. No shimmer or sparkle, not that I can see out here, and I've got the lamp on over, but interesting. Yeah, I will investigate these a bit more. Let's just, I won't go through them all because I am going to do my swatching, and I know some people are fans of swatching, other people aren't, so yeah, I just wanted to experiment to see if there is the glimmer. And I can't see it, but again, beautiful pastels, but I can't see it. I wonder why it's got that. I'll have to go back over and have an investigate, but again, if anybody knows, then pop it in the comments. But I thought they were supposed to be glitter pencils, which I did wonder how it would work, whether they're just a shimmer, I'm not too sure. But again, the light is not great out here. I'm going to just try this mint green just to see, but I mean, I do love a pastel. I've been doing a lot of November pages in pastel colours, which you'll see. Some of them are whipped, some of them are completed. Yeah, so yeah, but couldn't resist those though. They're just really nice. Okay, so now moving on a bit quickly because we are up to 46 minutes now. I gave my old set of W.H. Smith's oil pastels to my workplace, and the children absolutely loved using them. They had been sat in my craft shed for about 20 years. So I just wanted something new to be able to use in my colouring pages and my doing my art course work. So these are Pentel Arts 12 pastels, metallic and fluorescent colours, which, as I said before, I can use the fluorescents on the black page colouring book. So that was the idea behind that. So I've got those there. I am gonna swatch these out properly. But yeah, they're really nice. Again, Black Friday deal. I'm gonna try a blue metallic, but if I went through all these, I'd be here all day, all night. And I have only got limited time. There's the gold, and we'll just try the silver. Yeah, they are really nice to use. Yeah, I might just give that one of those fluorescents a whirl in a bit of a practice in this book here, the black page book. Oops, sorry about that. It's because I have very limited organisation in this craft shed, as I said before. Let's do a bit of a tester at the front there on that first page. I'm not going to go into the actual octopus. I'm just going to do a bit on the background because I want to use pastels really for backgrounds. Because yeah, I find them they're nice to use, but I like this kind of detail. I like a fine point. So we're just going to do a little bit of a swatch. So I mean, they're not fantastic on there, but that's not, green is not the brightest of these pastels. Now yeah, they were okay. They're not coming out as well as I thought, but they weren't bought specifically for this actual book. They were just bought for background work in general. Let's try a metallic. Well, that's quite nice on there actually. The metallics are actually showing up better than the fluorescents. Oh yeah, That's nice. So yeah, that could be used in there. But yeah, I suppose they are going to dull down in there because it is a black background, so we'll just have to do some more experimenting there. Right, so that's those. These are all Black Friday deals because whatever I kind of saw in my wish list from my previous searches that was on an offer, I did just add because I had my birthday money. I'm not going to get these ones out. I just wanted to show again, I needed a new set that were new, that we're not 20 years old. I don't have a clue if they've got an age on them, like a use by date or anything. I haven't got a clue, but what I know is that 2 to 4 year olds had a whale of a time with them. Created firework pictures as well, so that was worth that. So these were an actual bargain. They were £2.99 from TK Maxx. 24 oil pastels by King Art, and there's the colours on the back there. I have heard of King Art before, so I thought, okay, have a go. So yeah, I need to swatch those out as well. I won't get them all out because yeah, time is ticking on. So I'm getting down to the last few things now. This is again for my experimenting of backgrounds. I'd seen other colorists on other channels using shimmer gel crayons, and that they are mainly marketed out there for children, but I thought I'd just give them a go. If they don't work for me, I'll just take them into work, which is always good, or my 11-year-old will gladly have them. She's always trying to get hold of my art supplies. Just have a little practice with some of these. I haven't even opened them yet. They've come with quite a stubby, but oh, they're nice. Nice sort of end there. Oh yes, they are wonderful. Somebody described them as using, I mean, I can't remember the specific channel, but they described them as using almost like a lipstick on your colouring pages. So I thought, well, that's going to be interesting. They're by Studio Series. They're a junior, but they're Peter Pauper Press. Now, I have heard of them. I believe that they may publish some colouring books. So, yeah, they do sit in this case. It's just been kind of moved around a lot. But yeah, oh my goodness me, they're amazing. Wow, it's like colouring with a lipstick, which my children have done in the past on walls and things, which yeah, not the best. Yeah, wow, loving that. Loving the Cadbury's purple, and I'm sure I will love the lilac as well. Yeah, wow, I'm gonna have a go at doing some backgrounds, I think, with these. Just experimenting. Gonna just try this kind of orangey kind of bronze color, give that a go as well. Oh yes, love that one. That's very good. I like that one. Very good. I'm gonna just bring it up so you can maybe see that the shimmer on that. Now that's what I thought those pencil crayons were going to come out, like very shimmery like that. Well, I suppose they're almost metallic though when they're like that, or like this. I don't know, I don't quite know what I thought about those pastel pencils, but that's, yeah, that's great. I like that shimmer on that. Yeah, wonderful, very nice to use. I don't think we've got any, we haven't got any specific color names or numbers, but yeah, I'm just gonna swatch them out so I remember what colors what. And they do come in this nice little case, which I'll probably leave them in. I kind of have a bit of a dilemma sometimes whether I leave things in their case or whether I put them in a pencil case. But yeah, pencil crayons, they go in a specific slotted pencil case, but things like oil crayons, they're probably gel crayons even, they're going to stay in there. Now I've gone crazy over magnetic bookmarks. I'd seen several channels using them now, because my post-it notes are wonderful. I love post-it notes. However, they can tend to stick to the colouring pages, and I am really quite worried sometimes about pulling off a part of an image. And it did worry me in certain books. They stick more than others, and I did not want to damage my colouring books. But I'm hoping these aren't going to be too heavy. I don't think they are. They're really nice and light. I don't want them to bend a page, because I'm very, very specific over having a very flat colouring page. But these ones, I've already used one of them. TK Maxx, £2.99. The little cat ones, I love those. Those are there. That was a set of 4. And then these ones, obviously loads here. These are a Temu. I did like a Christmas Temu order, and they're thinner, so I'm thinking these are going to be all right. Actually, I don't think they're going to bend pages. I hope not. But obviously the thicker pages, like in trying to think of an example, a Maria Trolle book, they won't bend, or a Hannah Carlson book, I don't think they'll bend the pages, because they're the thicker pages. But the Amazon printed books, I have to watch. I have to be very careful. I do not want them ripping or bending. Okay, these are the floral set. So yeah, they'll be in my pages that I hope to colour in, and then they'll get moved for the next month. I think, yeah, there's about, yeah, there's quite a, you know, it's 24 I think there, and I've got 4 there. And I think I've ordered some Hello Kitty ones, because I did a Shein order as well. It's Christmas time. It's just, yeah, everything's coming in, deliveries. So I'm gonna have quite a lot of those. So there'll be like a set a month, and then they get moved to the next month. So that's my plan with those. And then these are my amazing purchase of my whole birthday haul, because I have wanted these since I first saw them. Other channels have reviewed them. I've been keeping my eye on these other channels and making a decision about whether they'll be worth getting. And then when I saw that there are different colours to my current Ohuhu set, I thought, just go for it. And yeah, it's the Ohuhu Honolulu S set alcohol markers. There's 60 of them in there, and it's my favourite brush with the soft chisel, because every single one of my alcohol markers that has, I think every set has a chisel. I never use a chisel ever, but soft chisel I've been seeing has been reviewed, and you can use it, you know, more than the original chisel. So I'm hoping to use it for larger areas, but also for just normal imaging, just normal images to colour. I've seen it work really well. So there's the old swatch chart. There's what you get with every Ohuhu set is the cover sheet. I don't tend to use these. I use my cardstock that I use to print off my PDF pages. I've just got used to that. But yeah, so it's just a personal preference. But yeah, and I think, yes, they are. This is my first set of Ohuhu markers that have the new coding system, so I'm gonna have to get used to this, because I am so used to the old coding system. So they're called different things, like grape juice. I never had that before. Wow. Faded violet, cantaloupe, lovely. Dark chocolate, loving it. Fog grey, wow, yeah, definitely different to before. So I didn't have a very good set of reds or yellows, so I can see that we've got, I had a very basic, my Ohuhu set is very basic, so this has kind of upgraded me a little bit. I must say I did have good greens in the set that I'm still using, that are almost a year old now. But yeah, I did have good greens. So yeah, good greens, good blues. Yeah, it was the reds I struggled with. So I can see there's a Morello cherry there. There's pomegranates, that's more verging on the pink. Yeah, so not an amazing range of reds, but once I swatch them, I want to be able to use these alongside my original Honolulu set, and not be able to have to dig into other sets like my Shenmue or what other ones I've got, Touch New, which a lot of them are drying out now. They're not even a year old. I do quite like them, and I've got 160 of those, but then they're not as favoured by me as a Hoo markers or Copics. I mean, I've got 20 Copics now. I was so lucky because is it 20 Copics? It might be more than 20 now, because my partner Jake, he bought me the skin tone set. I've mixed them in with my other set now, so I haven't got them for the haul, but yeah, he bought me those for my birthday. Amazing. He knows my favourite brand of alcohol marker. I just laugh about my my obsession with colouring supplies, and yeah, it's quite funny. But yeah, I want to be able to use these with my other set and say I have completed a whole page with Ohuhu markers, because I keep having to dip into other brands to be able to complete a page. So yeah, I'm at an hour, just an hour now, and I like to keep my videos to an hour because of the storage on my phone. It is just recording off my normal phone, my Samsung. It's not brilliant, but it's kind of like what budget allows at the moment. And I've noticed that there are so many channels that have reviewed these, and I have been so grateful, because through those other channels I have been able to make the decision that I would like the 60 set. There are other number of sets, but I just wanted the 60. So I was always waiting for my birthday to purchase Ohuhus. I don't get to purchase them any other time but birthday or Christmas. So yeah, it was that time. So I am just going to select one or two of my absolute favourites from this set, and I'm just going to have a little practice with the new soft chisel. So I'm going to go for the faded violet. Then they got, yeah, I know this has been shown before. They've got the fact that they are the S set on there. I don't know, that barrel just feels a little bit different. It can't be though. It's a round barrel. Yeah, it's just me. So yeah, we've got V010 faded violet brush. My favourite brush. I've forgotten that actually we're on paper and it goes through, and I don't want it to go through onto my cat mat. So I'm going to actually put a couple more sheets behind it. That is such a rookie failure. I should know that by now. Almost a year of colouring, and I should know that it's going to go through one piece of paper. Soft chisel. Wow, there it is. It's been shown. Where am I? You can tell I've just gone over an hour because yeah, my concentration's going, sorry. So there's the soft chisel, there's the shape of it. Yeah, love it. Oh, it is so good. Wow. Are we seeing that on the, yeah, we are seeing that on the screen. So yeah, I can see what they're saying about it. Yeah. It's definitely not as rigid as the original chisel, and you can do this. But you can do this. There was 3 ways I heard on one channel, and this. Three different like widths of the nib. So that's great. I love that. Yep. And we shall try. I see. I'm going to be. That's what is my evening is going to entail, is swatching all of these new products into my specific swatch book, because I'm a real swatch nerd. I have to have them all swatched before I use them. That's just me. I'm gonna go for, I've done a purple, I want to go for a turquoise because that's one of my other preferences in colour. We've got B, G311 turquoise. Good old brush. Oh yeah, like that. I like that one. And then we've got the soft chisel. Just gonna move that up a little bit there. Very nice. That way, that way, that way, that way. Wow, that's great. I like it. Yeah, really pleased with that. Really pleased with my decision to finally get them, because I know they've been out for a little bit now. Just gonna have a little go at dark emerald, because that's another one of my preferences. G315 dark emerald. That'll be my last one then, and this is my last item, and then I am gonna have to get on with filming my... Oh, that just seems very, very soft. Wow. This is actually the original brush nib. They haven't put the new soft nib onto a brush chisel yet, but I'm wondering if that's the way that they might go in the future. So you've got like a super souped up alcohol marker. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I like it. Never use a chisel, but I use this chisel. Yeah, definitely. I like that colour. That's going to be one of my ones that I use the most, I think. Right. So I'm going to put these all away now, and I will get on with filming my November completed pages, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.